You are not merely spending time, you are spending your life. Not in some grand investment or a deliberate exchange, but through 1,000 tiny, unexamined surrenders. Every distraction, every unchosen obligation, every moment not truly inhabited carves a piece from your irreplaceable existence. This isn't just a philosophical concept, it is the stark, unyielding truth of your everyday reality. Today, we will unravel Seneca's most vital lesson, the absolute, non-negotiable value of your time. This understanding will force you to confront the difference between simply breathing and genuinely living, offering a profound shift in how you perceive every passing hour. You will learn to identify the subtle thieves of your present moments, transforming how you navigate your daily experience and helping you reclaim your most precious resource. Consider the ancient Roman world, a landscape bustling with ambitious senators, frantic litigants, and citizens caught in a dizzying cycle of social obligation and pursuit of fleeting pleasures. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, observed this relentless pace with a keen, almost melancholic eye. He saw men who, in their fervent youth, promised themselves leisure and philosophical study in old age, only to find old age itself arriving laden with new, more desperate endeavors. They squandered their present in the pursuit of a future that seemed to perpetually recede, like a mirage. They treated their material wealth, their estates, their gold, their finest silks, with meticulous, almost obsessive care, never allowing a coin to be misplaced, a thread to be pulled, a boundary to be encroached upon. Yet, when it came to the very fabric of their being, the irreversible moments of their lives, they tossed them about with a casual abandon that would shock anyone if applied to their material possessions. Seneca articulated this profound paradox in his essay on the shortness of life, where he famously declared, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the accomplishment of the very greatest things if the whole of it is well invested." He wasn't suggesting that life is inherently brief, but rather that human beings, through their own choices and distractions, make it so. They live as if they will live forever, postponing joy, postponing purpose, postponing true engagement with existence until some mythical future moment. Think about that for a moment. How different is that scene from our own? We safeguard our bank accounts with passwords and multi-factor authentication. We meticulously track our investments and possessions. Yet, our most irreplaceable, non-renewable asset, our current moment, often lies exposed, undefended, open to any demand, any notification, any digital summon that pulls us away from ourselves. This ancient observation about Roman society speaks directly to the core of our modern struggle with time. We live in a world that valorizes exhaustion. A packed calendar, a perpetually pinging phone, the proud declaration of, "I'm so busy." These have become the unchallenged markers of success, of significance, even of self-worth. But is it true? Is the person frantically juggling 10 different commitments, half listening to 3 conversations, always anticipating the next task, truly living a rich and meaningful life? Or are they merely performing a relentless, self-imposed spectacle, caught in a busy prison of their own making? Busyness is often a sophisticated form of procrastination, a way to avoid the quiet, uncomfortable truth of what truly matters to you. Before understanding this Stoic principle, you might have felt a constant hum of anxiety, a vague sense of being overwhelmed, always playing catch-up, forever behind. You believed busyness was a necessity, a sign of importance, perhaps even a badge of honor. You might have lamented not having enough time, but rarely questioned where your time actually went, allowing it to be dictated by external forces, by the urgent but not important, by the expectations of others. You move through your days in a reactive haze, pulled from one demand to the next, never truly present, never truly sovereign over your own attention. But now, the profound truth of Seneca's wisdom shifts everything. You begin to understand that "I don't have time" is often a subtle evasion. The revelation dawns that you are not merely a victim of circumstance, but an active participant in how your time is spent. The anxiety that hums beneath the surface of perpetual motion begins to dissipate because you are no longer just being acted upon. You are beginning to act. You gain the courage to question demands, to differentiate between what is truly urgent and what is truly important. and to guard your mental and temporal space fiercely. You reclaim your agency. You shift from a reactive state tossed about by every external wave to a proactive stance, piloting your own vessel with deliberate intention. You stop merely existing within your schedule and start inhabiting your moments. This isn't just about becoming more efficient. It's about existential freedom, about living a life that is truly your own. The subtle yet monumental shift happens when you move from saying, "I don't have time for that," to "I am choosing not to allocate my precious time to that." That linguistic transformation is a colossal leap in self-ownership, and it changes everything. Now, how do you practically integrate this profound shift into your daily life? Here are 3 specific Stoic practices to help you reclaim your precious time, starting today. First, embrace the daily review, a practice Seneca himself advocated. Before you go to sleep each night, dedicate a quiet moment, perhaps 5 to 10 minutes, to review your day. Do not judge yourself harshly, simply observe. Where did your time go? Where did you lose it to distraction, to unchosen obligations, to mindless consumption? Where did you truly live, truly engage, truly align with your values? Seneca advises, "Let us prepare our minds as if we had come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." This nightly inventory isn't about guilt. It's about building self-awareness. It reveals patterns, exposes the subtle thieves of your time, and strengthens your capacity for intentional living. You'll begin to notice how many moments were spent on autopilot versus how many were genuinely chosen and inhabited. Second, practice the present moment anchor. This exercise, inspired by Epictetus's emphasis on distinguishing what is truly within our control, our attention, involves consciously anchoring yourself to specific moments. Choose 3 distinct times in your day, perhaps your first sip of coffee, a moment spent waiting in line, or the simple act of walking between 2 locations. For just 60 seconds each time, drop everything else. No phone, no planning, no mental rehearsal of future tasks. Simply observe. Feel the warmth of the mug. Notice the sounds around you. Feel your feet on the ground. Do not be distracted by outside events, Epictetus implies, but by the events that happen within you, by the way you choose to perceive them. This seemingly small act trains your attention, pulling you out of the constant pull towards future worries or past regrets, and grounding you firmly in the only moment you ever truly possess, now. Third, develop the no practice, a form of premeditation on choices. This is about protecting your inner tranquility, a concept deeply cherished by Marcus Aurelius. Before your day even fully unfolds, identify 1 or 2 recurring demands on your time that you anticipate might not align with your deepest values or purpose. This could be an unnecessary meeting, a favor that drains you without true purpose, or simply the pervasive urge to endlessly check notifications. Mentally rehearse how you will politely decline, or defer, or negotiate. Marcus Aurelius reminds us the best revenge is not to be like that, meaning not to allow external pressures to dictate your inner state. The discomfort of saying no is temporary and fleeting. The cumulative cost of constantly saying yes to everything that does not serve you is perpetual and profound. Practice this and watch your capacity to guard your time flourish. You are no longer merely a passenger on the relentless current of hours and days, swept along by every external demand. You have become the conscious navigator of your own precious vessel. This isn't about rigid control, but about purposeful direction. You now recognize that the lack of time was often an illusion, a convenient excuse for not engaging deeply with your own life. You are not busy, you are choosing. You are not overwhelmed, you are prioritizing. This profound shift redefines your relationship not just with your schedule, but with your very self. You are no longer a hurried participant in a race you didn't choose, but a deliberate inhabitant of your unique journey, sovereign over your own moments. Embrace this profound truth. Your time is your life, and it is your single greatest fortune. Stop letting it be stolen day by day, moment by moment. Reclaim your agency, guard your present, and live with the deliberate intention that such an irreplaceable gift deserves. The world will try to convince you otherwise, to pull you in 1,000 different directions, but you now possess the wisdom to choose a different path, a more meaningful existence. And as you step further into this deliberate way of living, remember that the journey of uncovering ancient wisdom has only just begun. There are even deeper truths, more profound shifts waiting to be unveiled, truths that will fundamentally alter how you see yourself and the world around you.